Many people believe that Netflix is the best online streaming media platform, period. But I'm sure there are some things about Netflix that even the most experienced user doesn't know. Here are 10 things that you probably didn't know about Netflix. The Netflix founders Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph worked together under Hastings' software development firm. They wanted to sell items over the internet similarly to Amazon. After a lot of brainstorming, they decided DVD movies were the way to go. They invested a cool $2.5 million to start up the company, and in 1997, Netflix was born. Although today, Netflix is loved for its streaming content, the founders initially had consumers only renting DVDs by mail. The streaming option wasn't ready until 2007. It's often said that Hastings started the whole business because he was fined $40 in late fees for an Apollo 13 VHS he forgot to return to the video store. Even though it sounds like the perfect backstory, it hasn't been proven to be true. Netflix hasn't always been Netflix. The founders had a bit of a hard time deciding on what to name their new company. The founders considered names like DirectPix.com, Replay.com, and even Luna.com, the name of Randolph's dog. At one point, they named it Kibble.com until they could come up with something more permanent. The two finally decided on a combination of internet and flicks, thus Netflix. For a short time, they fiddled with a rebranding concept that changed one part of the company's name to Quickster. They were trying to make a full transition from DVD sales to online streaming, but customers were extremely confused and annoyed. They would have to create two separate accounts, forcing people to use Netflix for streaming and Quickster for DVD rentals. The split caused so much confusion and uncertainty for customers that Quickster was cut and Netflix remained. Y'all remember Blockbuster, right? The biggest video rental company in the world? Well, they officially went bankrupt back in 2010. But did you know they could have potentially saved their company by purchasing Netflix? Netflix made them an offer, but they refused. Big mistake. For a mere $50 million, Blockbuster would have had full ownership. Instead, they chose to partner with Enron. Yes, that Enron, the corporation that was caught up in the 2001 accounting scandals. Yeah, that was their second mistake. Enron ended their partnership months after the initial deal. Blockbuster must have realized the error in their ways. They tried to compete with Netflix by introducing a DVD by mail service in the United States, only to be sued by Netflix for the stolen idea. Blockbuster's profits started to slowly decline. And since 2013, most of all of their stores are shut down. A lot of their remaining open stores were bought by Dish Network. Yeah, Blockbuster definitely should have taken the deal, because now Netflix is currently worth over $62 billion. Weird, creepy, and downright strange are words we can use to describe Netflix's very first original series. It's titled Example Show. To us, it may be pointless footage, but for Netflix, it's part of their company's method to ensure their success, because sometimes they have to make videos just to test new video formats. The Netflix Example Show is a disturbing 11-minute video. It includes scenes of constant running fountain water, and a random guy juggling, jogging, doing cartwheels, the moonwalk, and reciting Shakespeare. These test videos are the hidden gems of the Netflix website. Also, if you type test patterns under the Netflix search bar, you'll find a 2-hour-long test video with a cute little girl in the middle. Turn on English subtitles if you really want to get a laugh. If you take a quick look at the Urban Dictionary under Netflix and chill, you will find out it pretty much stands for booty call. Although the phrase didn't initially take on that meaning, it has quickly gained popularity on social media. The first person to ever use the phrase was the Twitter handle @NoFaceNina in 2009. She tweeted, "I'm about to log into Netflix and chill for the rest of the night." At that point, it was an innocent phrase, but by 2014, a portion of the Twitter community retweeted it and turned it into a dirty euphemism that we all know today. The new meaning of the phrase started to spread like wildfire, and pretty soon, all of social media was quick to run with it. So, if someone wants to Netflix and chill with you, don't ask them what movie they want to see, because that ain't what it means. Netflix had its own original award show called The Flixies in 2013. It allowed customers to showcase their Netflix watching habits. People could vote on multiple categories like Best Bromance, Best Guilty Pleasure, and Best TV Marathon. They could even suggest their own categories through the website. It was specifically for users to cast their votes and ideas online. The winners of each category were announced on March 11th of 2013. However, The Flixies didn't last long. Netflix didn't take the award show too seriously, and they discontinued it after the first year. What do you do when you want to increase sales? How do you get more customers to subscribe to your business? In 1998, Netflix decided to provide President Clinton's grand jury testimony on DVD. You know, the Monica Lewinsky scandal that led to the president's impeachment trials. During that time, the case had gained high amount of coverage on TV. Netflix wanted to make sure that the court case was available to everyone. They initially rented out the DVD for $4, but for one special day, Netflix dropped the fee down to a measly 2 cents, plus a $2 shipping charge. The scandalous DVD was cataloged into 99 chapters so that viewers could easily skip to the parts they wanted to watch. Netflix downplayed the situation altogether. They claimed that it was just a push to educate the public about history-making events. But during that time, the activity on their website was massive. Now that's what I call excellent sales marketing. Netflix be lurking in the shadows, watching you do naughty things. They like to view the habits of people as they illegally download movies and TV shows from piracy sites. Why, you ask? Well, what better way to find out what people like to watch? See what they download the most. An experienced pirate site user is determined to find their favorite stuff for free. Netflix will use this to their advantage so they can turn it around and provide the best content for their viewers. And the observations actually work. For example, the Netherlands didn't have access to Netflix until 2013, but when the service was offered, it was a huge success in part to their stalkerous ways. The company knew that the show Prison Break was extremely popular in the Netherlands because they watched the illegal pirating activity coming out of that country. Okay, Netflix, should I be getting a restraining order or... In 2012, a chief content officer at Netflix stated that Canada has third world access to the internet. According to his standards, and apparently everyone else's, Canadian broadband is really bad. He went as far as to say that it's a human rights violation. Extremely low bandwidth caps, exorbitant fees, plus copyright and licensing issues are daily internet dilemmas for Canadians surfing the web. That makes it pretty difficult for Netflix. How can anyone stream under these conditions? Canadians use the internet just as much as anyone else in the world. You would think that their coverage is first class. Unfortunately, the issue is still a hot topic in Canada. Even though there are multiple internet service providers, the situation seems to be the same. Customers are still waiting for better service so they can stream their favorite movies. How does unlimited vacation days sound to you? Sounds good, right? Well, if you work at Netflix, it's a company perk. Hastings has stated that Netflix has a freedom and responsibility culture. The company would rather recognize an employee's success more than the amount of time he spends in the office. Since their work isn't recorded, neither is their vacation. Workers are not required to show up at the office every day, but they are still expected to be efficient and produce top-notch work. The unlimited vacation helps the company to incorporate a better work-life balance for everyone. Hastings has been setting a perfect example for all of his employees. He takes a lot of vacations himself. Unlimited vacations isn't the only bonus though. Workers have access to valet parking, free zip car rental, and free catered lunches and snacks. They can also bring their dog to work. Wow. Excuse me, I have a resume to fill out.